Chat. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go again. Day 4. Is this thing going? I don't see anybody on X. Where's my screen here? Okay, we got 7 people. Let me know if my volume is crazy. Crazy echoes. USDC check. Just bought in check. Let me send this link out. Let me send the link out to the group and to the Telegram real quick. Oh, turn the light on. It's dark in here. X. Okay. All right, so today I unmuted the people that aren't holding the token in the live chat on Pump. So it's going to be madness over there again. Let's see here. I think everything's good. Pure. Let's see, we got people on Arena. Wait, can you guys hear me? I can't tell if you can hear me or not. And I don't want to unmute because then it'll be crazy feedback. Hello? Check, check. Is this thing on YouTube? Did it go? YouTube.com. Oh, perfect. Did my YouTube channel get shut down? No. There's nobody here. I think it's less. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Let me go check X real quick. Oh, let me repost this from my from the Bloxwap account. And then we will get started. All right. Today's stream shouldn't be too long. Be pretty short. Let's go switch to the game. All right. What's going on? I don't have, why are there no comments? I feel like the YouTube thing is either broken or everybody, this is a bad time to stream, which could be that as well. Could be a bad time. Oh, who's playing? Somebody just got wrecked. Thanks for the $11. All right. This is weird. I don't see any comments in the YouTube section, which is strange. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, I'll just get started. We'll just start with the chat and pump. You guys are off the chain, so we'll kick off over there. All right. So still in testnet. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so it's still in testnet. I haven't gotten to devnet yet. There's something up with the RPC provider that I need to figure out with some security thing, and I just want to make sure that when we actually go to devnet and then we go to mainnet, everything works as expected. I had it working last weekend before I actually started this whole thing, so I'm just going back in the code and trying to figure out where if something broke or if some network settings changed, what I need to figure out to fix that. So it's still in testnet, not on devnet yet, but it should be on devnet soon. I think, yeah, you're early. I think what we're going to do is I'm probably going to push DevNet until Monday just to make sure I have all of the issues like sorted out and that the experience is as smooth as possible. Since I've been getting a bunch of feedback on the game and the user experience, even had one friend give me some advice on the sidebar. So if you see in the game right now on the sidebar, there's this center price button and it's the whole side, so it's easy to figure out, how to center the price. So a lot of these little usability things trying to figure out. And so I think what we're going to do is push DevNet until Monday. And then on Monday, all this stuff should be sorted out. I'll probably be just working today, tomorrow, maybe on Sunday as well. Get everything sorted out, launch DevNet officially on Monday, and go through the week on DevNet next week testing it. And then the other thing I also want to do on Monday is announce what we're going to do about the Bloxwap token. I've been talking to quite a few people in the Telegram, as well as in some DMs and in some other meetings, just chatting with friends. And I think that it's good to figure out a way, because everybody who was part of this community and part of this launch helped put up basically like the traction and the engagement to allow the product, Bloxwap, to basically get access to the servers and access to the login information and stuff that we have. So for Privy and for Helios, that's pretty much incentivized by you guys. So I feel like if you're one of the people that's part of this early community and, the Bloxwap game has a revenue model, I feel like we should be able to figure out a way to incentivize people inside the Bloxwap community that have the token to be able to get some sort of value back out of it. Now, I don't know what that looks like yet. I'm still having lots of conversations and trying to figure out how to do it in a way that aligns with how, aligns with how I'm thinking about crypto and how I'm thinking about the company and the token and all of that stuff. So there is nothing to announce today, but I'm in a few conversations and we're thinking about it. And there also may need to be some either smart contracts written, or I just need to find specific types of Solana programs that already exist. And one cool thing about Solana, it's super composable. I feel like lots of stuff is already out there. I just don't know that much about Solana because I'm still relatively new to interacting with the ecosystem. But if there's some tools that are out there that are available, I think it'll be really cool to tap into some of these tools and be able to figure out ways to reward the community via the token. So we're going to try to figure that out over the next, let's say, couple of weeks, I would say. Yeah, I think something's up with YouTube, because usually our X or YouTube, because there's nobody here. I'm getting no comments. Oh, there's people in there. Maybe the comment thing is broken. Let me see if the comments are actually in here. Hold on, or people are DMing me. Yeah, the chat. There's nobody in the chat. Hold on, what people are saying. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong. Hold on, I'm in the wrong account. 1 second. I just want to check and make sure that the YouTube stuff is working properly. Or sorry, X stuff is working properly. Because I don't see anybody in here. Looks like it's broken. Beep, beep. Oh, yo, Chair. Here we go. What's up, Chair? Yo, Chair is super cool. Super duper cool person. So I'm in here to prop you. I'm in here to prop you up. Yo, thank you. Thank you. Next time I see you. Sorry, I dropped something. Next time I see you, I'll get you a drink. Yeah, I didn't know if this thing was working or not. I can't tell. I tried to make sure that the stream doesn't start without all this background noise and all the sound effects and stuff. And I think I figured that out. But now there's nobody here. Awesome. Perfect. Thanks. They said the audio is good. Cool, cool. Oh, Jesse's here too. I'll get you a drink too, Jesse. All right. So, yeah, the two big things that are talking about today are how to structure the project into a way where we can reward some of the early token holders. And what that looks like, I'm not sure yet. We'll try to put something out by Monday. Or I don't know, maybe we can figure something out by tomorrow. We'll see. I have a couple of calls today that I need to get on with some people to try to understand tokenomics and all that stuff and make sure that we can find tools that will work properly. And then after that, just go to DevNet. We should be able to do a week of testing on DevNet, and then we go to mainnet. And mainnet should be amazing. We have a couple of people. If you want to get into Telegram and you have some ideas, or if you just want to DM me, I'm reading all of my DMs. I couldn't read all the DMs on Telegram because I woke up on Tuesday morning and I had like 300 DMs. So if you DM me on X, I'll respond, and I'm responding to everybody. And if you've got some ideas for like tokenomics or you want to post them in the community, we actually have a community. So if you go to links.bloxwap.com and you scroll down here, there's this X community, and everybody in here is pretty much posting about stuff. So if you've got ideas for like tokenomics or whatever, just let me know what your ideas are, and we can go through these and we can figure out kind of like how we want to do some of the tokenomics. And you can either send a message in here, DM me on X, or send a message in the Telegram channel, the general Telegram channel on the Bloxwap Telegram channel, which is linked off of here as well, t.me/Bloxwap. And I'm not going to join it because I'm already in there. All right. Where is the Telegram link? All of the links to the entire community are on links.bloxwap.com. It's like our own little mini link tree. So this is the link to the mainnet. Up top, you've got a link to our hub. The hub is cool because it kind of gives an overview of how the game works, all the different protocols that are built in, what the tech is. You can, integrate this into some of the social aspects of it. It has live prices if that's something you need to look at. I need to fix these because there are active users in the game. This is just not updating properly. And then there's a link to the wait list here. So and then we need to go through and update these docs and put actual doc stuff in here and explain how the game works and put a few more tabs, and we'll fill this out as things are going. But there's the hub. There's also the link to the Bloxwap token, which is the page that I'm on right now, which is just the token price. There's a link to Dex Screener. So the Dex Screener token price here, the liquidity that's locked. There's a link to Streamflow, which is really cool. Shout outs to whoever told me about Streamflow. But this is basically, there's a quarter of the supply, 250 million Bloxwap tokens that are locked until March 1st. So it's like a 6-month lockup of these tokens. So it's a pretty cool pretty cool website for locking up tokens and doing stuff on here. So there's a link to that there. There's also a link to the pump.fund profile for the Bloxwap account, a link to the Telegram, a link to the X handle, a link to the Farcaster group. So I don't know if this is the Farcaster channel or the Farcaster account. Yeah, it's just the Farcaster account. So it's a link to that. There's a link to the X community. And then these channels here, like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, we're going to use these for marketing. The reason why we're going to go after those channels is because the game is really designed to be a social game, and it's designed to appeal to people that are outside of crypto. We want to try to get normal people that don't know anything about blockchain to be able to have a really good positive feedback loop and experience inside of crypto. And so there aren't that many applications that are mobile applications that you can just download and install really quickly and have like a good experience. A lot of the things are like, oh, stake your tokens and then wait, 2 years for them to come back out. And people have, pretty short attention spans. So we're going to do some really funny marketing. And I've posted some videos in the Telegram channel for some ideas that we have. And so hopefully we'll get some videos up next week, and then we can start driving people towards the site once we go to mainnet and really start getting this viral marketing loop going. I think this is actually going to be one of the more fun parts of the project, is getting this marketing engine going, because we have like hundreds of ideas for different marketing videos and clips and stuff that we can send out. So this is where all the links are. Links.bloxwap.com. Let's see. Lisha, hello. Henlo. So I can't read. The real community base starts now. That drop was the best thing to happen pre-mainnet. Tourists. The Wen guys are out. I don't know if the Wen guys are out. I saw somebody this morning said Wen paycheck, so I think they're still in there. Yeah, good idea. Yo, let me do that right now. I was supposed to be doing that, and then I had a meeting, and then I had another meeting. You're 100% right. 100% right. Let's see if we can do that here. Is this it? Nope. Where is it? Oh, let's go here to the links. I think it's actually on this account. Let's see if we can do this live. Oh yeah, edit profile. Where are we going? Let's get rid of this, and we'll put this right here. CA. Save. There it is. Yo, Pidge. Good call. Good call, Pidge. Great call. I was talking to my friend this morning about this exact same thing. I was like, hey, you should have the CA inside the profile, and then I didn't even do it. One thing I actually want to do is I want to put together a guide for all of the stuff that I did to launch this, because I think somebody posted yesterday, I think we were like the 7th or 8th highest pump token market cap that ever launched on there. And it was pretty crazy to hear that. But then also, I think a lot of the credit goes to a lot of people in the community who told me about, they were like, oh, lock the tokens on Streamflow. And then once I locked the tokens on Streamflow, they were like, go to Dex Screener and post it over there. And in Dex Screener, you need the ScreenFlow or the Streamflow's contract address so that it can reflect the locked tokens. So when you see here, you see this like $92,000 of liquidity locked of the market cap. This is based on this number here, right? This is not updated because I haven't refreshed it, but it's based on this number here. So it's really cool to have the community kind of guide me through the process, but I think it would be a lot easier for somebody else if they're trying to start a new token or start a new community just having some of the guidelines in place, and then obviously people helping me inside of Telegram because I don't know what I'm doing in there. So that was also super helpful. Oops. Let's see. What about distro? Like how much percent is concerned in the dev team's hands? So when I launched it, I think I launched it and I had like 26% of the supply. And then I locked up 25% of the supply. So you can actually go to if you go to the token page on Pump and you scroll down here, you can actually see the whole breakdown. So this down here, this is me, Dev, 1.58%, right? And then this supply here is what's locked by the contract. And this is locked until March 1st, 2026. So it's like 6 months away for this lockup. So we have 25%, but I think we're going to do some incentivization to the token holders in the pool. So, if we can do that, then, these people are going to get rewarded. And I've been sliding down. I don't know who this person is, but people have been picking up more and more and more of the percentage. And the other thing is, like, as the price has been going down, the liquidity pool has been going up as well. So there's definitely more liquidity in the pool now than there was a few days ago. But yeah, right now I have this 25%, which is locked for 180 days. And then I have this 1.5%, which is liquid right now. So that's the team allocation. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, you should make a write-up and post it on X based on your learnings. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it. Actually, I have a lot of it scaffolded out right now. I just need to clean it up because there's a lot of little things that you have to do in the correct order or it doesn't work. Like you have to do Streamflow before you do Dex Screener and lock the tokens and have the contract address of the locked tokens because you need to submit those into the Dex Screener form fields. So there's a lot of little things you've got to do before steps that you should undertake before other steps. Like for example, if you want to post to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you need to have like at least $1 million market cap and have $1 million of transaction volume in the last day, right? So I don't think we're at 685,000, but before when I submitted this yesterday, it was like after this day. So there was like 1.5 million, but you need to meet a lot of these milestones and they have to be done in a specific order. And I think a lot of the stuff on Telegram could have actually been automated as well. Or set up beforehand, like a lot of the bots that we're using to remove all the scammers and the spammers. I know there's a few people that have been really helpful with suggesting bots. There's also the bots that show the buys in the channel. Those have been super helpful. So people posting those have been very helpful. And just a lot of little pieces that went into making this, I think, work in the right order. And so, yeah, I'm going to write a blog post about it and I'll post it on X, probably on Monday also, before we go to DevNet. You plan on gamifying other prediction markets like Polymarket? Yeah, we want to, but there's a couple of challenges. So one of the things that you run into is, there's a few things. The first thing is liquidity, right? So I think a lot of people want to gamify like stocks, like traditional stocks. But when you look at traditional stocks, a lot of the equity and a lot of the value of those stocks is held by a very few amount of holders. So if you're trying to play a game where you're trying to predict the price, right? So if we go back to this, right, and you're trying to predict the price, if, like Fidelity owns all of this supply, they can just hold the price at some level and then everybody's guessing here and then they just shoot the price up and then everybody loses their money, right? And so I think making sure that we find markets that are liquid is going to be important. And the other thing, one of the beauties of crypto, and especially these three tokens, is that not only do they have deep liquidity, but they're also running 24/7. Like the traditional stock market takes nights and weekends off. So, and it's also only based on East Coast time. And as we're moving to a global economy, it's like telling somebody like you can only send emails between 9 o'clock a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The internet has decentralized everything, and there's a global communication network for everything pretty much except for money. Money is like kind of controlled in these very strict time zones. So in order to make this product work with other markets, you know, I think we need to make sure that the markets have a lot of liquidity and that they're not really easily manipulated or controlled. And so I'm sure we're going to get there and we'll find some other markets. But right now, we're just starting off with Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin because they're pretty deep liquidity markets. And it would be pretty hard for somebody, especially I think the Pith Oracle does a bunch of what's it called, time weighted average to make sure that these prices are not really manipulated. So those are some of the things you just have to think about when you're going through the process of saying what other markets we would add. But that's a very good question. And we do want to add other markets. Are you planning some buyback and burns from the dev wallet? Not just let the token go down heavy. There's a bunch. There's like, I think there's like 6 proposals right now for what to do. Buyback and burn is in, or the buy and burn is in the meta right now on Twitter. So that's one of the proposals, one of the options. I think what I'm going to do is maybe after I talk to my friends today, maybe I'll post a poll and I'll just list a couple of the ideas. Oh, this is getting schizophrenic. Hold on. Let me go to Solana. Keep it stable on Solana. After I talk to my friends, maybe I can put out a poll or just list a couple of the options and then see how people think about them, and then come up with a plan and then let people know either tomorrow or Monday how we're thinking about the community rewards program. Let's see. But yeah, tokens dumping. Somebody said all the tourists are out. I was like, all right, cool. Good job so far, Joe. Thank you. Oh, yo, what's up, Lita? Solana Cyberpunk Hackathon deadline is October 30th. September, October. This fits well as an entry. Oh, sick. Hey, all right, you're very helpful. Let me find. I'm gonna follow you on X. Give me 1 second. Pidge. Pidge. Pigeon, not pigeon. Wait, what? This thing is not telling me. Ah, there you are. Follow back. Perfect. All right, I'm going to DM you later and figure out what this is all about. Or DM me and let me know what this is all about, please. Because that sounds cool. October 30th. Oh, we got a month. We're gonna be in prod by then, but that'll be good. It'll be a cool thing to demo there. Let's see. Oh, let me go back to the Solana chat. This is always so diabolical over here. Look at this. Let's see. Do you plan to break into gamifying other prediction markets? Okay, so I think I answered this question already. Can we integrate with Polymarket? So one of the things that I'm trying to really lean on heavy, there's 2 things actually that I really want to lean on heavily. One of them is obviously crypto. I want this thing to run on crypto rails. And then the second one is speed. And I think I don't know if Polygon is fast enough to handle the real-time nature. I know they have a real-time data feed, and I don't know if they're running anything on chain or if they're using one of the other Polygon forks in terms of their validators or what they're doing. But I think if we can build this thing on chain and make this real-time on chain, I think that's going to be a really interesting exercise. And I also think that when it comes to speed and performance, the Solana core team, the Solana core devs, if you ever talk to Toli or you talk to Mert, or you talk to some of the core people like Austin, who's running 00, they're very, very heavily focused on make it go fast, make it go fast, make it go fast. And I think that these tap trading games, like everything needs to go fast, right? And so could we integrate in? Probably, but again, we need to have the speed on our side. And if we can do speed and on chain, I think that's going to be the best bet. So, all right, here we go. Significant bundler. I'm sure this is helpful. These were the people that were telling me to lock the tokens in here in Streamflow, I think. So, no, it isn't. My name is Bundler. Liar. Okay, everybody's name is Bundler apparently. So yeah, let's see. All right. So yeah, today was going to be a short stream. I have a meeting with somebody to talk about um, some of these tokenomic decisions. So I'm going to have to get off and prepare for that meeting. But hold on. New question. What did they say? Can you pin the Bloxwap community on the main X page? Look at you guys. They're so helpful. You see this? You see this? You guys are amazing. Pin the Bloxwap community on the main X page. Communities. All right, let me do that real quick. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go. One second. Take this, paste this here. Well, it would be funny if I'm not even in there. Yeah, Bloxwap's not even in there. And then, how do I copy link? Oh. Oh wait, that's a community post. I think we already actually have a post for it. Let me just make sure. Okay, I'm gonna get my buddy who's working on this to pin it, because I apparently can't figure out what's going on. But I'll get him to pin it on the main page. But yeah, we're gonna do this. Amtrax. Uh-oh. No. It's like diabolically infinite flow. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna sign off, but yeah, we're gonna get this DevNet thing up and running. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought. I guess it's two-sided, right? I thought I was gonna be able to spend more time coding and less time chatting, but I think it's also good to chat with everybody, getting people's temperature in terms of like the token and what value the token has and how to help the community who's kind of helped bootstrap this thing. And all of you guys have really helped get this off of the ground. So it's like should be able to reward you guys for helping get everything off the ground. So we just need to figure out what that looks like. And I think we're on a good path. And all the suggestions that you have are super helpful. Obviously, like buyback and burns, I've heard that probably 15 times already. So that's definitely on the list of potential ideas. It's just how do we structure that? And we actually, so one of the things that I've also been thinking about is that like Bloxwap operates as an actual business, right? So anytime people are making these predictions, if I make these guesses and there's nobody else playing in this Solana game, this money, these $3, go to the actual house's pool, right? There's an actual pool of USDC that's being captured. So that USDC that goes in there is basically what can be used for rewards and for buybacks and all that stuff. And it's actual USDC. It's not a Bloxwap token. It's not some other thing. It's actual dollars. So because it's actual dollars, there's an actual revenue stream. There's an actual business behind this. And so that's what we would use. We would not be using any of the creator rewards or anything like that to get this thing going. So the idea is to help incentivize, what would it be? Where is it? Oh my gosh. Help incentivize this token with actual revenues from the business and not have to rely on revenues from the pump fund token, right? Because then you're like trying to pump the token with the token, and that doesn't make any sense. It's like if you had something like Axiom or Hyperliquid, where they take their fees in USDC and we're buying Hyperliquid, which is effectively what they're doing with their buy and burns. Thanks for the update and being nice to the scammers. Yo, scammers are everywhere. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to ignore them at this point. Obviously, I might start banning people, but somebody in a DM told me they're like scammers are the hardest working people in crypto, and I'm starting to believe that because they are everywhere, all at the same time. They're working way harder than all of the legitimate people that are actually just trying to trade and find cool NFT projects and find cool dApps and stuff like that. Scammers are on overtime. But all right. Oh, let me see what's up with this. Let's see what's up with this. Look at these guys. Who is this? Bundle. This bundle person. Just nonstop. All right. Anyways, okay, I'm out. I will be on. Oh, so tomorrow I'm going to be on a live stream, actually. Let me tell you guys about that real quick. Let me see if they actually sent the details. Because. Is it this? Yeah. One second. Where did they send the. Oh, it's on Telegram. One second. Let me get the information because I'm going to be on a live stream tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing, or maybe I should just do both. But it's only going to be 20 minutes. So it's not going to be crazy. So I might do that live stream and then I'll come on my own stream afterwards. Let me see if I can find it. I have too many messages. Yeah, I have no idea where this is. Is this it? No. Too many people DMing me. Oh, here, I found it. Perfect. Okay, so how can I share this? Probably not easily. Oh, all you guys in the don't share the DMs. That's right, I can't share the DMs. Let me see if I can just copy just the piece that I need. Okay. And then I'm going to post just the piece so you don't see anybody's name. I guess you're going to see the Twitter handles of who's coming out tomorrow, but okay. Here we go. Okay, don't freak out, guys, because I know you guys don't like seeing people's DMs. So this is the stream for tomorrow. I'm going to be on at 1:30 p.m. What is this? Eastern time, which is like 11:30. I guess it's around the same time. So I'm going to be talking about Bloxwap and sharing it with this community, and so it should be cool. It should be a good little event. And what I'll do is once they post the announcement, I'll repost it and we'll repost it from our X account, and then we'll just talk about the product, talk about the team, talk about the community, and talk about the token and go through all that. So it should be fun. Alrighty. Okay, I'm out. Follow us on X. Follow us on Firecaster. Follow us on all of the links in here so we can get this ball rolling. The ball rolling bigger and faster. All right. Catch you all later. Let me see if I can turn everything off and not have any problems this time. All right. See ya.